Oh, all right, let's start. It's 4:33 right now. We are going to review some of from the last lesson. Hello, Gameli.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
How are you? I'm good. I'm great.
I'm sorry.
Yes, no problem.
I was so ashamed.
Okay, how was your week?
Was great, I think. Just I spent time with my family. I went to see my grandma
Nice.
and everything was fine.
Yeah, you spend some time with your family. That's good.
Yes.
What about you, Mr. Felix? What did you do on the weekend? Felix?
Well, I did my homework
Uh-huh. What else?
and I went to the supermarket.
Ah, nice. What supermarket?
Soriana?
Soriana. Which one?
Yeah.
We have many Sorianas in Acapulco. Which one?
I don't use where exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. See, Daniela is also here. I think she's getting connected. Yes, she's here. Daniela. Hello, Daniela. Oh, she's still getting connected. All right, guys, we are finished unit 7. We finished unit 7 and we are going to start a new unit. But welcome is the first day of the week for you. So I hope you have a great weekend. You know, with your family, with your friends, or whatever you did on the weekend. So let me see. Daniela, are you there? Hello, Daniela.
Yes, sure. Hello.
Do you want to be? Do you wanna go by Daniela or Jocelyn? What do you like better?
Daniela, teacher.
Daniela, okay. Gabi, hello, Gabi.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Okay, Daniela, how was your weekend? Tell me or tell us. What did you do, Daniela?
Teacher, I just did my homework.
You
All
did
the
your-
weekend. Homework.
Oh, not fun. Not fun. Well,
It was ample.
yeah, it's not fair. You say it's not fair, just homework. Remember, girls just want to have fun, right? Like the sun. How
Yeah.
about you? Yeah. What about you, Gabi?
I was in home all the weekend, watching movies and cleaning my room.
Oh, nice. Well, at least you were busy. That you were at home. You were at
Yes.
home. Yes, excellent. All right, and who else? Yeah. Okay, let's do this review activity we have here. You see, expressions to describe something, everyday problems. Remember, we start doing that in unit 7. Unit 7. So you have the words here. Also, you need to guess. For that, we have pictures. Number 1. Let me see. Gameli, this is easy. Number 1.
Yes. The refrigerator is leaking.
Is leaking. Okay. Number 2. The clock is Felix.
Yes.
The clock, you have it here.
Turn.
Turn. No,
Yes. Or lose. Lose.
no.
Slow.
Slow. Slow. No es slow. Slow. Remember. Remember this word? Doorknob. Daniela, what do you think?
Torn?
Turn. Is this turn here? You see the image?
Oh, no, teacher.
This is not turn.
Yeah, no, torn. When something
Curtain
is
turn at the curtain, a rock, a shirt.
oh, mm, torn, tear.
Yes, you have just 3, 4, 5, 6 options.
Stain?
Stain. Do you know the meaning of stain?
No, it's something, it's when it's in Spanish, es manchado.
Right, but this is not manchado. When a doorknob is like this, it's not manchado. How do you say that in
Teacher,
Spanish?
it's not torn. I think it's torn.
Okay, you say it's torn. All right, Gabby, the rock number 4. Can you read number 4 and give me the answer, please?
The rug has a bad stain. No. Yes, stain on
Yes,
it.
the rock has a bus in it. Okay, number 7. Cameli.
Yes. The shower head is dripping.
Dripping.
Yes.
Okay, good. Felix, number 6.
The curtain is loose.
No, I think you are confusing that one. The same problem with number 5. What do you think? Let's see, Gabby. What do you think number 6?
6. The curtain is torn.
Torn.
Turn. Yes.
Yes.
Turn.
And the number 3 is loose.
Loose. Yes. Suelta. That's in Spanish. Suelta. Let me show you the picture again. You see? It's loose.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent. Okay, Fernando is also here. Hello, Fernando.
Hi, teacher.
Welcome. Happy Monday for
What?
everyone. Give me 1 second, please. All right, let's start, please. Okie dokie. Today's, sorry, I didn't change the day. Today is Monday. September 27. So we are doing lesson unit 8 today, lesson C, so lesson A and B. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. All right, talking about the same, guys, we have some words here like leak, leaking, scratch, scratched, to turn, stain, stained, then dented. So one is a noun, one is a verb, right? You need to put it here. Number one, from number 1 to number 5, saying I will be asking you one by one what you think is the right answer. Number 1, Gameli.
Yes, there is a big in the wheel of Mark mountain bike. I'm not sure, but it's a dent. It's a big dented or is
Yeah, you see the tire? Yeah, it's dent.
okay. In the first is there is a big dent in the wheel of Mark's mountain bike. It's dented.
Yes. We have
So
dent.
I think the first it's a noun, and the second one is a verb.
Yes, it's a verb. Excellent. Fernando, number 2.
Yeah. There's a dark wait, dent on this t-shirt. It's dented.
Well, we
Wait.
only use dent.
Yeah, true. I guess it's scratch.
Scratch.
Mm,
Can you
Yeah.
scratch your clothes?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Scratch.
Well, I don't know. Probably.
Guess.
Yeah, I think it's the only knowing
Do
it's
you
the
see
only
the
one I
picture?
know.
Do you see the picture here? The orange t-shirt?
Yeah.
What do you think it is? How do you call this?
Like a tier, something like that. Yeah, because it has a lot of colors, so it can be a tier. So, yeah.
Well, the t-shirt is orange. Do you have a... Who knows the answer? Someone? You only have
Stain
4.
it?
Stain.
Stain, yes.
Stain. Mhm.
Stain, a noun here. There's a dark stain. And his t-shirt is...
I make a relation between stain and the rock. I remember.
Yes,
Oh.
stain. It's
Okay.
stain. Stain. It's stain.
It's like in Spanish, it can be like mancha.
Mancha, yes.
Okay.
Oui. Gabi, number 3, s'il vous plaît. Number 3. 3.
His shorts are
So we use, sorry, hold on. We use this and we use this.
torn.
Are torn.
It's a tear in them.
Excellent. Okay, Daniela, number 4. What do you think number 4?
His glasses are dent.
We use dent, number 1.
Oh, yes. Scratch. Scratch?
Scratch. Yes. The second one. Scratch. That's the past participle. Hold on. Why? Because we are using the verb be, right? His sunglasses are scratched. They have a
Scratching them.
scratch on them. Scratch on them. They have a scratch on them. All right, number 5, Felix.
Number 5. There's a leak in his water bottle. It's leaking.
There is a leak. Yes, excellent. There's a leaking. Good, good, good. Remember, you have to, well, some of these aren't on the exam, so please try to remind all these verbs and nouns. So it's very important to remember. All right, finally we got to the opener, unit 8. So today we are doing lesson A only, if we have enough time. I hope so. Okay, give me just 1 second, please. Okay, do you know this word, guys? Behavior. Behavior.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, many knows this word. What about the rest?
Me too.
You and Daniela. Okay, Daniela also knows the meaning. Felix, what about you? Well, yes, continue.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, the title of the lesson, the unit, is behavior. Do you know what this is?
No, I don't.
No, okay. Well, everyday people do things or react to situations in different ways, right? Sometimes they think the reactions are appropriate. Sometimes you react in a bad manner, in a bad way. So we're going to talk about that kind of behavior today. So it's very interesting. Today, we start with unit 8, lesson A. So the point of this lesson is to talk about this. Let me ask somebody. Fernando, can you read lesson A, please?
Okay. Lesson 8, talk about hypothetically. How do you say that, teacher?
Yeah, hypothetically.
Okay, hypothetically. Talk about hypothetically. I can't say it. Well, talk about that.
Slow and easy. It's hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Yes, you see?
Okay. Okay. About the past using would have, should have, and could have.
Yes. Imaginary situations, right? Imaginary situation, that's what I mean hypothetically.
Okay.
In this case, we're going to talk about behavior, but something like, reactions of the people. Okay, lesson B, let's ask Felix, please.
Okay. Lesson B. Describe emotions and personal qualities. Speculate about the past using must have, may have, might have, and could have.
Yes, we have a definition here of behavior. Gameli, can you read, please? Can you help us reading here?
Yes, behavior. Noun behavior, the way in which one acts or conducts oneself, especially towards others.
Yes. There is a phrase, I hope you know this, but in case you don't know it, when we say behave yourself, that's what your mom or your dad usually tells you when you go out. Pórtate bien, behave yourself, right? Behave yourself. This is an expression. Behave yourself, be a good kid. Well, it depends. Give me 1 second. Got it. All right, let's discuss what you see in this picture. Number 1, here are the pictures from number 1 to number 4. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, Felix, can you describe picture number 1?
Okay, it's maybe his grandmother, the woman, the girl.
Yeah, the grandma and the granddaughter, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Might be her mom, right? Do they look happy?
Yes,
Okay, what are they doing?
she. How do you say? Se abraza.
Hugging? They are hugging each other.
They
Hug.
hugging. Yes.
Yes, okay. Remember, hug is also a verb, so you need to get to write it here. To hug, or there. Hugging, and we will say each other. Yes. Okay, number 2, Daniela, can you describe number 2, please? Picture number 2.
He's watching her cell phone. Maybe he's watching a message of her ex-boyfriend, and he's angry for that. She's angry for that. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, remember we are speculating with just seeing the pictures. Number 3, do you see these 2 guys? Fernando, what do you think about these 2 guys? Number 3.
Well, probably, you know, he's angry about the referee because it was not a foul. Probably the referee you know, watched bad the game, and then like he's angry about that. Probably that's what I guess.
Right, maybe, yeah.
Probably it wasn't a foul, and the referee like saw bad about the game right there, and that's
Yeah.
the reason the player is mad probably.
Yeah.
So we need the bar.
Action.
We need the bar right there.
Yes. All right, number 4. Gameli, what do you see in picture number 4?
In picture number 4, he's like, he's sad. Probably he's also angry or upset.
Upset, right? You don't know.
Yes,
Look at his face,
he's
right?
alone. Yes, probably he's crying too.
Yeah, maybe. It's well, we have some adjectives. Remember, we are going to work with adjectives. You have joyful, you have angry, jealous. We have many more, of course, but this is just an example.
Yes.
Okay, next question is, Gabby, can you read the question, please? Here, let me mark it down here.
Can you think of any situations that will make you hug someone?
Yes. Who do you usually hug, Gabby? Who do you usually hug?
To my mother,
Your mom? Who else?
my dad, my brother.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. Your family, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Daniela, what's the next sentence here?
When my classmates pronunciate bad my second name.
You laugh out loud?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they say Jocelyn.
Yeah, normally we use this in English, like this when you are texting or using WhatsApp or whatever, right? LOL.
Yeah.
LOL.
Well,
That's true. Sulk. Gabby. No, I'm sorry. Let me see. We have few people today. Every Monday is like this. I don't know why. Okay, Felix, can you read the next sentence, please? Read.
Sulk,
Remember this
mock.
sentence. You need to read this sentence and this.
Okay. Can you think of any situation that would make you sulk, mock?
All right. Do you know the meaning of this word?
Sulk, it's kind of angry, upset.
Yes, like this kid, right? Well, we are guessing. Usually sulk is when you are like, you don't want to talk to anybody, you are quiet because you are upset, because you have received news, bad news or whatever, right? So you're in this, like the state, the feeling. Okay. Fernando,
Yes, teacher.
read the next sentence, please.
Can you think of any situations that you wait? Can you think of any situations that would make you lose your temper?
Yeah, that's very well.
Yeah.
Depending on
Well,
your personality, you lose your temper. Like this guy, number 3, he's playing, right?
yeah.
Sometimes it happens when you're in a store or doing something. Have you lost your temper, Fernando, sometime?
Well, the one time I do not lose my temper that much. Like sometimes, but not that much actually.
Not that much?
But nah, not that much. I'm a little how do you say that?
Quiet, introverted?
Yeah, peasant. So one time I lose my temper when I was trying to go to sleep and there was a party at my house.
Oh,
And then and then they went like a lot of kids right there and they started doing a lot of messing right there and like they damaged all my house and I was like trying to go to sleep and they were just like playing around and stuff like that. And then I lost my temper right there because I really wanted to go to sleep because I was gonna go to the university the other day. Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Sometime in their life. Okay, has anybody of you had lost your temper, Gameli?
Yes, sometimes with my children, they make me feel like sulk. Usually when I want to do something, they ask me for another thing or want to do a different, but I think as a mom is normal.
It's normal that you lose your temper sometimes, but you never know, depending on your kids. Sometimes you, because you're not
Yes.
doing well, or you are too busy, or you are stressed. That's part of the. I learned some of the things in one of the psychology class. That is sometimes the situation, right? How you feel in that moment. It's not the other person's fault. It's you. It's in you. But that's something else. Okay, hand up on someone. Oh, that's like you lose your temper like that. Daniela, what about this question?
Enough on someone.
Can you think
I
of a
don't.
situation like this?
Yeah, hang up. Yeah.
Hanging up on someone. When or how did it happen?
Maybe when they do something bad or something like that, I do that, but not all the time.
Okay. So do you think it's rude or it's just because you are not feeling, you're not in the mood to talk to that person? Do you
Depend
understand?
my mood in this moment and depend the person too.
Yeah. Okay. Do you understand, guys? Hang up on someone. Yes. The meaning of hang up on someone, you are making a phone call and you get upset, you lose temper and you hang up. Yes? That is the hang up on someone.
Probably when you
Hang up on someone because you use,
the control.
you say, for example, you say, hang me up. That's hang you up from here. I don't know if it's not clear. Hang up on a rope or something. Hang up is the phone, the hook.
For example, when someone made a mistake and I want to hang up on a tree.
Right.
Is that an example, teacher?
Yeah. Well, that's too much, Gigameli. When you lose your temper, I want to hang you up right now.
Hey, teacher, what about the, when I want to hang up with somebody, like to go out, to hang out, probably.
Oh, that's different, Fernando. It's
Yeah,
hang.
that's different, huh?
Yeah, hang, H-I-A-N-G.
Yeah.
Spelling.
Oh, do I spell it?
It's like hang out. Hang out.
Yeah.
This is,
It's like another meaning.
yeah, this is totally different. Hang up, hang out.
Okay.
Hang out with your friends, your girlfriend or someone. I mean,
Man,
this,
not with that.
yeah, it's very different. Okay, last one, get mad and yell at someone. That's very also when you lose your temper. Gabi, have you done this?
Get
Gabi?
mad? Yes, teacher.
Wow. So you really get mad and yell at someone? How?
Only get the mad.
No yell?
No.
You haven't yelled at anybody?
Teacher, exactly. I made that when I lost my temper that night 3 years ago. Actually, I did that to all the kids, all the childs that were in my house. I was like, hey, get the hell out of here, out of here. And I started to yell at everybody and they got out.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're just having fun. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I just lost my temper right there because I really wanted to go to sleep and they were just making a lot of noise and playing around. And then I just got mad and start to yell to every kid that were right there at my house. And then they got out. And then finally I had peace.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I understand. It happens sometimes. But sometimes we need to calm down, but if you have to work, some like where I used to live upstairs, they have a place, they rented a place for parties. And they have parties sometimes. My bedroom was in the second floor, in the first floor. So I could hear everything, the drum, the people dancing with la banda, you know, people
Yeah.
drunk, passing near my bedroom. I said, oh, really? Well, but
Yeah.
I don't have trouble with music, even with the earthquakes here in Guerrero. I don't feel the earthquakes. I don't care.
Oh.
I will yell at my neighbors. If you listen, somebody is crying and
Like fighting.
yeah, when when I try to sleep, is the I don't know how to say the worst situation.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes, but well, I am not. I try to be calm and easy, take it easy most of the time. I am very like, you know, not uptight, but I need to breathe, to take a deep breath, and then, you know, look for a solution. Felix, do you understand the last question, Felix? Get mad and yell
Get
at.
mad
Have you
and
done it?
yell at someone.
Had you gotten mad and yell at someone?
Mm, so.
Also, tell me what happened. Something that you remember, like a situation, you know. Tell us. We want to know. Tell us.
Mm, I think it's when you take the man and you say, le dices las cosas que tiene que hacer alguien más. You
Um,
say the things to other person.
well, in some way, yes, but get mad when you get like not crazy, but you're angry, you are upset, and you start talking in a loud voice, like screaming, shouting. Like when your mom says your mom is angry and she's Felix, why did I tell you not to do? Did I tell you not to do this? And you do it over and over. So she's yelling at you. That means yeah, to yell. Your voice is louder.
It's kind of hurting.
Hurting?
Yes, like to hurt someone.
Well, yeah, depends, because some people speak like that, like the Italians or the Puerto Rican, they are yelling. Seems like they are yelling, but they are just talking. But depends how they say it. Depends how you yell. But yell is loud. Remember, we have yell. In English, we have different verbs that mean the same. Like yelled, we have shout, we have scream.
Okay, it's a synonym.
Yes, they are synonyms, but they have
Synonyms.
different ways how you use them. Like when I was watching a movie, those scary movies, I scream. I didn't yell, I screamed. My sister was in the other side, so I was shouting her, sister, can you hear me? That's shout. Yell usually is when you're angry. Cameli, didn't I tell you to do your homework? That's yelling.
Yes, teacher.
I'll do it right away. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Okay, we have one more time here, behavior. You see some pictures. Remember, behavior is a topic that we could take days talking about that. It's very interesting. If you like that part of the human being, psychology, why we act that way, why we react or react. Remember, for every action there is a reaction, right? So you see this picture. Let me Okay, what do you see in this picture, Gabby? This picture.
With the girl and the boys are eating an ice cream.
Uh-huh, but what are they doing?
They are sharing.
They're what?
Sharing.
Sharing, they are sharing, right? But the girl wants more ice cream and he doesn't want. The boy, the little boy.
Oh, I was thinking that the little boy was having a big, how can I say, mordida?
Right. As I say, I'll tell you a small one. All right, what about this picture, Gameli? What can you see?
Okay, I think they are on a video conference.
Yes,
They are watching each other. So I think they are happy.
they're happy, right? This family is like a family reunion.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nice picture. Okay, what do you think about this picture, Daniela? Bowling. What do you think about that? Daniela, are you there? Daniela? I think she left or something. Oh yeah, she's not here. Fernando, what do you think about this picture?
Well, I think that they're judging her because of her color of skin, something like that. But I have a doubt right there because there's another girl right there with the same color of skin.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what's going on right there. That's what I guess, that they were just, you know, judging her about the skin.
Yeah, but you can tell that it's something negative, right? Will be
Yeah,
racist.
like something like that. And that's what I think.
Yeah, it's a racism or some kind of bullying. You know, you never know. We are just speculating. What about this nice picture, Felix? Right here.
And he's happy because he play with her dog.
Okay, he might be happy because he's playing with his dog, right?
Yes.
You know, we are speculating only. What about this little kid, Gameli? What do you think about this little kid here?
He's like, he's losing my temper.
Chamaco, así.
Kind of my son now.
Ah.
No, he's probably he's angry, he's upset, and he's like doing that face.
Like mocking
He's
or making
mocking. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
And
right.
usually when we are children, we do that when we are upset or don't feel like happy.
Yeah, that's the only way we know, right? As you see, you are that's your revenge.
Yes.
You see, I don't care. I don't care. All right, that's nice. Well, we have more pictures, but let's discuss this one. We're going to talk about telemarketers. Do you know what that is? Telemarketers. Telemarketers. Gabby, do you know what a telemarketer is? Or anyone?
Is the people who calls to sell something.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's a telemarketer. They call you sometimes from the bank or from a phone company, Telmex, Telcel, AT&T. You want to change to AT&T? Something like that. Okay, what do you say when you get an unwanted call? Your reaction. Let's see, Felix. What do you say when you get an unwanted call? What is your reaction?
I think it's income.
Yeah, but I am asking you, what do you do? Or what do you say?
Well, I say the other person is unwanted call and cuelgo, how do you say?
You hang up?
Yes.
Or do you say something? Do you apologize or you just hang up?
Yes. I say the other people is unwanted call, o sea, es llamada equivocada.
Oh, wrong. Not unwanted.
Ajá. Wrong call.
You say wrong number, right? You say wrong number, sorry. What do you do, Fernando, when you have these kind of phone calls?
Well, definitely, I just you know, to say that probably I'm gonna call later, or if I'm a little busy, something like that, or I just invent something, you know,
Okay.
something like that, or I don't know, just say, can you call later or something like that, and then I just disconnect my cell phone, and then I'm not gonna receive that call. Just like a few months ago, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I mean, I talk because they are working, right?
Yeah.
No, it's rude to say, but sometimes you are like busy. Sometimes, well, I try not to answer. If I see a number that I don't know, okay, sorry that you just leave a message or something.
Good thing that I have the, you know, like the name right there, and I just see who is the person that's calling, and then if I don't want to respond, well, I do not respond. So it's like, I do. That's what I do.
Right.
Just not to respond.
All right, that's what I do too. So we have been talking about reactions, how you react to some situations. So it's very important. That's why the behavior thing, right? Something nice, something good. Maybe you're in a discussion with your brother, your sister, your dad, or your mom, your temper. That's very important to know ourselves, right? But let's see this. Please pay attention. Pay attention to this conversation. Okay. Read instructions. Camille, can you help me to read the instructions, please? Here.
Yes. Okay, listen to Amelia tell her friends about a phone call she got last night. What made Amelia lose her temper? How did she behave toward the caller?
Yes, let's see. Pay attention, please.
Page 76, Unit 8, Behavior. Lesson A, Reactions. 1, Getting started. B, listen to Amelia tell her friends about a phone call she got last night. What made Amelia lose her temper? How did she behave toward the caller?
Last night, this guy called trying to sell me something. Normally, I would have been more polite. You know, I would have just said no and then hung up. But he was the 4th caller in 3 hours, and it was after 10 o'clock. So I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes, and I finally hung up on him. At that point, I couldn't have done much else. I don't think. because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But, I mean, what would you have done? Would you have gotten mad? I suppose I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on their do not call list. Actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
Okay, let's see. Did you get it? Just listening at the first time? Yes? Or do you want to listen? Would you like to listen one more time?
One more time.
Page 76, Unit 8, Behavior. Lesson A, Reactions. 1. Getting started. B. Listen to Amelia tell her friends about a phone call she got last night. What made Amelia lose her temper? How did she behave toward the caller?
Last night, this guy called trying to sell me something. Normally, I would have been more polite. I would have just said no and then hung up. But he was the 4th caller in 3 hours, and it was after 10 o'clock. So I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes, and I finally hung up on him. At that point, I couldn't have done much else. I don't think, because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But, I mean, what would you have done? Would you have gotten mad? I suppose I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on their do not call list. Actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
Okay, guys, let's see. Volunteers, what do you think about this conversation?
I heard that she hands off of him, I think.
Say it one more time, please.
That I heard that she has out of him.
Okay. So what is the conversation about? Well, we were talking about telemarketer, right? What happened in the conversation with this lady who received the call? Her reaction. Tell me. Okay, Fernando?
Yes, I think that the lady, Amelia, was so angry and mad because the guy was keep on calling, and it was like the 4th time he called. So that's the reason she got so mad and she screamed on him. So she thanked later that she didn't have to do that.
Yeah. She yelled at him, right?
Apologize.
But then she felt bad because of her reaction.
Yeah.
So she used
Just like me.
Yeah. So
yeah, because when I scream on the kids that night, then I felt bad and I was like, I should have not screamed on them. They were just having fun.
Yeah, that's what you said. Sometimes you regret what you did, but you did it, right? So what's the best thing to apologize? Sometimes it's happened when we have these reactions with our family. So what's what you have to do? To apologize, right?
The worst is that they were my nephews.
They were your family, your nephews. Okay.
Yeah, they were my nephews, teacher. That's the reason I felt bad because.
Okay. They might have said, "Oh, mi tío, get alive."
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Let.
Yeah, they felt. Especially my nephews felt bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, specific. Well, you already answered some of the questions I have for you. Specific questions. So in this lesson, it's not even a conversation because it's only one who is speaking. It's a monologue. A monologue. Pay attention in the imaginary situation because you said somebody like, I would apologize. I could apologize. So we are going to work on that. Let's read, please. Let me mark it here. Hold on, please. Okay, Gabby, you start with the red, please. Gameli, you start with the yellow.
Last night, this guy called trying to sell me something. Normally, I would have been more polite. You know, I would have just said no and then hang up. But he was the fourth caller in 3 hours and it was after 10 o'clock. So I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes and I finally hung up on him.
At that point, I couldn't have done much else. I don't think, because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But I mean, what would I have done? Would you have gotten mad? Suppose I could have apologized, or could I have asked him to put me on their do not call? This list, actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, Felix, you're red. Daniela, you're yellow.
Okay, teacher. Last night this guy called trying to sell me something. Normally I would have been more polite, you know. I would have just said no and then hung up. But he was the fourth caller in 3 hours. And it was after 10 o'clock, so I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes, and I finally hung up on him.
At that point, I couldn't have done much else. I don't think, because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But, I mean, what would you have done? Would you have gotten mad? I suppose I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on their do not call list. Actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, Fernando, you read the red part. Felix, you read the yellow. One more time, thank you.
Okay. Last night, this guy called it trying to sell me something. Normally, I would have been more political, polite, you know. I would have just said no and then hanged up. But he was four caller in 3 hours, and it was after 10. So I just lost it. I yelled at him so several minutes, and I finally hanged out and on him. At that point, I couldn't have done much else. I don't think, because I was too mad. I don't think because I was too mad. Wait, a cat. Um, yeah, I just read off the yellow. It's because I was reading at my computer teacher. That's the
Oh,
reason I
okay.
got a little faster.
Yeah, it's fine. Felix, you can read the yellow part, please.
Yes. At that point, I couldn't have done much else. I don't think, because I was too mad. I know I shouldn't have lost my temper. He was just doing his job. But, I mean, what would you have done? Would you have gotten mad? I suppose I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on the do not call list. Actually, that's what I should have done. I'll do that next time.
All right, good. Thank you. Just some a few words that you need to work on that, especially in the pronunciation and also in the intonation, how you read. So it's very important you practice reading every day. Try. Try to get at least 20 minutes reading, please. So this is not, well, we have just basic words, but we have the imaginary, we have the modals. Let me write it here. In this lesson, we have modals such as would or could, right? We use those with a have. That means that is an imaginary situation. Why? Because you already did it or you would like to do it. We're going to see in details the grammar, but I need you to pay attention on this. In pronunciation, if you pay attention on that, when she said, only in pronunciation, I woulda, woulda. It is a short form of using would have. Woulda, coulda. I would apologized. Apologized. We are going to work on this today. Coulda, woulda, etc. Here in the lesson, we have some examples. Right? Last night, this guy called. We don't pronounce the E, called. Trying to send me something. Remember something, TA sound. Normally I would have, like here, I would have been more polite. You know, I would have just said not and then hung up. I would have just said no and then hung up. But he was a 4 caller in 3 hours. And it was after 10. So I just lost it. I yelled at him for several minutes and I finally hung up on him. And at that point, I couldn't have, well, let me go back. I would have just said no. You have the modal, the auxiliary have, and then the past participle. The same here. I would have just said past participle. I shouldn't have lost. Question, what would you have done? Would you have gotten mad? Right? It's hypothetically speaking, you know. I could have apologized, or I could have asked him to put me on their list, do not call list. I should have done. I should have done what I'll do next time. That's about pronunciation, but we are going to see this. Okay, give me 1 second, please. Okay. You have the here what she said, Amelia said, and then you have here some sentences. On 1, 2, 3, and then you have your opinion. Remember, this is a rule of the pattern. Modal plus have plus past participle. We're talking about should, could, and would. Should, could, and would. This could be also in negative form, like shouldn't, couldn't, saying you already know the pattern for question. And wouldn't. Yes, so you have here what Amelia says about the telemarketer. And what you think, your opinion. Okay, let's do it, please. Let's read the instructions, and then we have to do it with a partner. Felix, can you read the instructions, please? Here, let us see.
Yes, teacher. Okay. What does Amelia say about her behavior? What do you think? Complete the sentences, then compare with a partner.
Yes. Take a screenshot if you want. I recommend you because you're gonna be working with your classmate. Sorry. Okay, let's do it, please. So you need to find here, you need to find the answers from here, and then you give me your opinion. Okay? It's clear? Questions? No questions. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to the breakout room, please. Okay, let's see what you have. Good, good. Okay, let's go with number one. Daniela, what do you have in number one?
We have, I shouldn't have lost my temper.
Amalia says, I shouldn't have lost my temper. Okay. Fernando, what do you have in number two?
I could have had apologized. Have apologized, I mean, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, Felix, what do you have in number three?
In number 3, I think is what would you have done?
Okay, what would you have done? Now your opinions, please. Gameli, what do you have in number four?
Okay, we thought that Amelia shouldn't lost her temper.
Okay, shouldn't,
Lost,
you need something else?
shouldn't have lost, shouldn't have lost her
Shouldn't have
temper.
lost
Yes,
her temper. It's very important you remember to use the have. Shouldn't have lost her temper. Okay. Gabby, what do you have in number five?
Sorry. I will have been friendly.
Sure. Are you
Sorry.
sure?
Sorry.
I can see you yelling at him. Friendlier.
Friendlier.
Yes. Okay, number six. Daniela, what do you have?
I wouldn't have been upset.
All right. We have different. Remember, the last ones are your opinions, so it's okay. When you're in the situation, sometimes, or you lose your temper, or you staying like calm, and you try to take it easy, right? Oh, hold on. Okay, well, how was this exercise? Easy, right? Difficult? No.
No,
It was easy.
we thought
Yeah.
it was easy.
We made it very fast, huh?
Okay, what's fast? Okay, we were talking about the reduction of having past models. Like here, you are going to listen to these exercises. Like Amelia should have been more polite. Shoulda. In conversation, you pronounce shoulda. Shoulda. In negative form, it's a little bit more difficult with the pronunciation. She shouldn't have lost her temper. Shouldn't have. No. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. But let's listen. Let's listen, please.
Page 76. 2. Speaking naturally. Reduction of have in past modals. A. Listen and repeat the sentences. Notice the reduction of have.
Amelia should have been more polite. She shouldn't have lost her temper. She could have apologized.
She couldn't have done much else. I would have said no and hung up. I wouldn't have yelled at him.
Okay, just remember when it's written, you need to write the whole. thing, you know, the whole sentence. But you cannot do it like this. Shouldn't. When it's written. So you're not supposed to do that. Unless you're talking to a friend or something, but for something more for a register, I mean, it's for formality purposes, you need to write the whole sentence, the whole form. Here, in affirmative sentences, the final D in would, should, let me mark it here. The final D would, should, could is linked to the E is a schwa, right? Shoulda. This is called schwa. It's in the alphabet, in the international alphabet. Phonology. I'm talking about phonology. Here, she could apologize. Coulda. You see here? Coulda. That's the pronunciation. Coulda. This is a schwa, remember. Coulda. In negative sentences, the final T in wouldn't, this final T, shouldn't, or couldn't, it's either deleted and the N is linked, or is linked to the schwa. Same, the N is linked to the schwa. Wouldn't, shouldn't, couldn't. Yeah. This is not an A, This is a schwa, remember. Shouldn't, woulda. It's not woulda. It's not open. Coulda, shoulda. So you need practice, of course, to pronounce the schwa. Remember this letter. Well, if you have been in my pronunciation class, the schwa is called schwa. This one is like a knee, the cabeza, knee upside down. I wouldn't yell at him. That's fast. Okay, let's practice. Let's practice, please. This is just about pronunciation. Okay, let's see. Red and yellow. Okay, Felix, red. Fernando, yellow. Please. Can you hear me? Yes? Gabeli, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Fernando, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm calling you out. I said Felix red, Fernando yellow.
Okay.
Felix?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I repeat instructions again. You red, Fernando yellow.
I am the red.
Yes.
Okay. Amelia should have been more polite. Should be. She shouldn't have lost her temper. Shouldn't. She could have apologized. Could.
Okay, Felix, one more time, try to read it carefully, nicely, and slow. A little bit more clear. One more time, Felix.
Yes, teacher. Affirmative sentence.
Yes, you're free to read part, but you listen one more time, the pronunciation. Hold on. You have to pay attention on the pronunciation here. Shoulda, shouldn't, coulda. So I need you to give a natural pronunciation of close to natural. Okay.
Page 76. 2. Speaking naturally. Reduction of have in past modals. A. Listen and repeat the sentences. Notice the reduction of have.
Amelia should have been more polite. She shouldn't have lost her temper. She could have apologized.
She couldn't have done much else. I would have said no and hung up. I wouldn't have yelled at him.
Okay, please, Felix.
Page.
Continue. The red part only. With the contraction, with the reduction of have. Go ahead.
Amelia should be more polite.
Okay, continue.
She shouldn't lose her temper. She could apologize.
Okay, she could have apologized. Remember, Amelia should have been more polite.
Should have
been polite. We are talking about this. Amelia should have the contraction or the reduction of have is shoulda. I mentioned this here. The final D in these modals is linked to the Remember, this is a schwa. That's what I explained before. Try one more time. We're almost done. Felix.
She should have
Yes.
lost her temper. She could have apologized.
Okay, how do you say this verb?
Apologized.
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 It's past participle, apologized. Okay, let's continue. Fernando, please, yellow.
Okay. She couldn't have done much else. Couldn't, something like that.
Couldn't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't have.
Couldn't have. I would have said no and angry up. Would have.
Yeah, I would have said no and hung up. I would have
Yeah,
said
would
no.
have.
I wouldn't
Okay.
yell at him. I wouldn't yell at him. I wouldn't remember here the rule. You have the pronunciation here. Wouldn't
Okay.
have.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't said I wouldn't and hang up.
Yeah, I would have said no and hung up.
Okay. And the last one, I wouldn't have yelled at him. I wouldn't have
Yeah, I wouldn't have yelled at him. Yeah,
Okay.
if it's difficult, remember it's difficult at the beginning, but you need to practice.
Yeah.
Okay, we will continue next class tomorrow because I have to move to the next classroom. To the next class. So there's no more time. We will continue tomorrow practicing these exercises. Remember, pronunciation is one of the most important for you because it's your, I would say, care of presentation, your presentation, right? You have a good presentation, you have a good pronunciation. It's, you know, it changes a lot. We will continue tomorrow.
Tomorrow, can we read that? We need to
Yes,
learn the pronunciation. Yes.
you need to practice and you need to do it like kind of perfect, but try. I know it's hard with these models and the have, woulda, but it's very common in English. Oh, I would have said no. I would have said no instead of I would have, you know, short way, short form.
Oh, the page.
Yes, we will continue tomorrow. Sorry, my dog. We will continue tomorrow, guys, at the same time. Okay?
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye,
See you.
teacher.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye, teacher.
Bye bye.